The footage Stevie J didn't want released has just surfaced, and it's sending absolute shockwaves through love and hip-hop land like a nuclear gossip bomb. We're talking screaming matches, secret tapes, betrayal so deep it makes Survivor. Look like a trust fall exercise? You thought the drama was over? Oh no, baby, we're just getting started. Because Stevie J's final footage has officially leaked, and let's just say Bambi's halo? Shattered. Scrappy's silence? Screaming. Mona Scott Young? Probably regretting not making this a reunion episode special. How did a man go from music mogul to walking lie detector with a GoPro? Why is Bambi trending with hashtags like JudgerBabyGate and Judger Bump or Bamboozle? And who really got exposed when that final tape hit the courtroom like a wrecking ball? Was it a setup, a confession, or a career-ending truth bomb that'll leave everyone begging for season receipts? We've got the clips, the conspiracy, the meltdown, and yes, the ugly cry cam. Buckle up, because this isn't just another LHH scandal. This is the one that flips the table, takes the mic, and says, "Roll the final footage, they ain't ready. Welcome to the drama you didn't know you needed, but won't be able to stop watching." Let's rewind for just a second. Before this final footage started burning up timelines like a viral STD in reality TV land, Stevie J was just another love and hip-hop legend, retired from chaos, allegedly chilling in peace, possibly sipping coconut water and pretending to meditate. But peace? That man don't know her. Because just when we thought Stevie had bowed out of the drama, he pulls a full-blown Lazarus resurrection of receipts. I'm talking hard drives, timestamps, closed-door confessions, and wait for it, secret audio from a hotel suite showdown that nobody saw coming. And guess who's front and center in this mess? Bambi? Yep. The same Bambi who's been accused of everything from faking pregnancies to faking relationships. The woman who somehow turned baby showers into courtroom depositions and maternity gowns into costume changes for credibility. You know, that Bambi. Now, before the Bambinos come charging in the comments with pitchforks, let's get one thing straight. This ain't slander. This is a documentary. One filled with more plot twists than a Shonda Rhimes finale. And at the core of it, a final footage leak that could destroy reputations, shake the entire LHH franchise, and possibly spark the reality TV version of World War III. So how did we get here? It all starts with an iCloud hack. Because of course it does. Allegedly, Stevie J's cloud got compromised during a routine phone repair. And what the tech guy found? Whew, baby. Hours of behind-the-scenes clips, confessions, hidden camera moments, and, brace yourself, a secret recording of a fight between Bambi and Scrappy. That was supposedly deleted years ago. But here's the kicker, it wasn't. That fight wasn't just about cheating, it was about a deal. A dirty little contract that involved NDAs, staged pregnancy announcements, and a payout plan worth tens of thousands. The footage even shows Bambi allegedly yelling, "You better stick to the script. Scrappy. Mona already approved it." Boom! Just like that, the internet exploded. Because if this footage is real, and all signs say it is, then a lot of what we've seen on reality TV wasn't reality at all. Let's break it down. In one clip, Stevie J is seen talking directly to the camera like he's in a confessional booth. "Yo, I ain't trying to start nothing, but Bambi been lying since the gender reveal. And Scrappy. He's just scared of that prenup clause." Sir, what? What prenup clause involves faking a whole pregnancy for TV ratings and alimony negotiations? But it doesn't stop there. Oh no. Stevie also recorded a FaceTime call with Erica Mena, where she allegedly confirms that Bambi asked her to borrow a sonogram pic to fool the public. And Erica Mena, looked dead into the camera and said, "She lucky I ain't sent her a bill. I keep all my drama in high resolution." Jesus take the Wi-Fi. Now the streets of social media, aka Twitter, TikTok, and every shade room, comment section, are lit up with theories. Was Bambi ever actually pregnant during season 10? Or was it all a carefully orchestrated sympathy campaign to win custody, clout, and coin? Because let's be honest, reality stars don't just fight for love, they fight for screen time and storyline bonuses. And if this leaked footage is legit, Bambi may have just been caught producing her own plotline. Literally. But let's zoom out for a second. This ain't just about baby bump fraud. This is about the power players behind the scenes, the puppet masters pulling the strings, The ones who allegedly paid Silence money to keep this from leaking 2 seasons ago. Yep, I'm looking at you, Mona. According to a whistleblower who claims to have been a production assistant on the show, shout out to Anonymous PA97 on Reddit, the footage was flagged during post-production. But instead of removing it for legal reasons, it was buried under an encrypted file labeled Season Tie, Dump Do Not Use. Guess what? Somebody used it. The anonymous source also claims Bambi wasn't the only one playing pregnancy politics. Allegedly, another unnamed cast member faked a miscarriage to cover up a Vegas abortion scandal. And before you say, that's too wild to be true, let me remind you, this is the same show where people have faked everything from marriages to rehab stints to avoid contract penalties. Now let's talk about Scrappy. Poor Scrappy. Always caught in the crossfire, always giving lost puppy who just wants peace energy. But this time, he might be holding the grenade and the spoon. In one part of the footage, he's seen talking to Stevie off camera, whispering, "Man, I ain't think she'd really do it. I thought it was just for the cameras. But now she want me to lie on court docs, bro." Hold up. Lie? On court documents? That's not just scandal. That's perjury. That's, you might need a lawyer with a neck tattoo level drama. And the reactions? Oh, they've been explosive. Carly Red tweeted, and I quote, "Woo Chile. That final footage got folks stressed. I knew she was lying when her bump disappeared mid-season." Even Jocelyn Hernandez took a break from terrorizing TikTok to say, "That's why I stay away from them fake pregnancy hoe. Stevie always filming, he got files on everybody." And let's not forget Benzino, who hopped on IG Live half drunk and said, "I told y'all back in 2018, Stevie be recording like he's building an FBI case. He had a drone in my dressing room once. You can't make this up, or maybe you can." Because that's the problem with reality TV. It's half lie, half truth, and all chaos. But the truth is catching up fast. As the footage continues to circulate through blogs, leaks, shady Telegram groups, the narrative is shifting. Bambi's team has gone radio silent. Scrappy's been spotted at a courthouse with his lawyer, twice. And Stevie J? He's nowhere to be found, but rumor has it he's gearing up to release part 2 of the footage if certain people don't cut the check. Now what's in that second part? We're about to find out. Because just before the screen cuts to black, Stevie turns to the camera and says, "Y'all ain't ready for what's next. They made me the villain, but I got the truth. And the truth got a body count." Stevie's last words, "The truth got a body count," weren't just for dramatic flair. They were a warning shot, because what came next in that final footage? Whew, it was nuclear. The clip cuts to another recording. It's grainy, clearly filmed on the low, but the audio, crystal clear. We see a dimly lit studio, a few familiar faces sitting around with red cups in hand. One of them? Mendices Harris. Yep, Mendices. Now what's he doing in Stevie J's private vault of sins? Oh, just casually admitting that he knew Bambi's pregnancy storyline was fake the whole time but stayed quiet because, quote, "That's TV money. You don't mess with TV money unless you got lawyer money." Sir. What? So let's get this straight. We got Stevie recording Mendices, who's confirming that the fake pregnancy plot was a cast-wide secret, and no one said anything because the network was allegedly handing out bonuses for emotional arcs. If this were fiction, it'd be too messy to publish. But here we are. And then it gets worse. In the very next clip, there's footage from a private cast party, which was supposedly a rap celebration for season 10. There, Bambi is seen openly bragging about how she manipulated public sympathy. She allegedly tells a friend off camera, "They was all Team Erica till I dropped the baby news. Watch the views go up. Watch Scrappy act right. It's chess, not checkers." You could literally hear jaws drop through the screen. Now, to be fair, it's entirely possible she was joking. Reality stars do love to stir the pot. But context matters, and when that joke comes right after a massive custody fight, multiple tabloid interviews and Scrappy co-signing the story on national television, it doesn't look like a joke. It looks like a setup. And baby. The public ain't buying it anymore. Hashtags like Freeware Pregnancy Plotgate and Bambi Exposed started trending. Faster than you can say scripted confessionals. TikTok sleuths launched full-on investigations comparing Bambi's belly size from episode to episode like forensic scientists. One user even slowed down a season 10 clip and claimed, "Y'all, the bump deflates during this scene. She switched." Pillows. I'm not even playing. The internet's court of public opinion? Absolutely ruthless. And let's not forget how Young Jock decided to jump in uninvited. On his morning show, he said, "Stevie ain't lying. Half these chicks be treating reality shows like OnlyFans with a storyline. I seen producers hand out fake sonograms before brunch." Excuse me, what? And where is VH1 in all this? Silent. Crickets. They haven't issued a single statement. No clarification, no denial. Just quietly scrubbing old episodes from streaming platforms. You know it's bad when entire scenes start vanishing from Hulu like they never existed. But here's the bombshell. Allegedly, this isn't just about public embarrassment. According to insiders, this footage could trigger legal consequences. Why? Because Scrappy and Bambi's custody agreement was influenced by public perception. Remember that emotional interview where Bambi tearfully said Scrappy was neglectful during her high-risk pregnancy? Well, guess what? If the pregnancy wasn't real, or was heavily exaggerated, that could be considered fraud in family court. And according to our anonymous legal insider, shout out to Court Docs Queen on X, falsifying medical claims during a custody dispute, that could potentially lead to loss of parental rights civil penalties, or in extreme cases, criminal charges. Now, do we think anyone's going to jail? Probably not. These people are too famous, too rich, and too reality scripted to end up in orange. Jumpsuits. But reputation damage? That's already done. Stevie J's final footage turned out to be a loaded weapon, and he knew exactly when to pull the trigger. He didn't drop it in the middle of filming. No. He waited till Bambi was back in court, Scrappy was negotiating, a new contract, and Mona Scott was prepping a reunion show. Checkmate. And the timing? Oh, the timing was chef's kiss. Because right after the footage dropped, guess who popped up with a cryptic Instagram story? Jocelyn Hernandez. Of course, she posted a picture of a chessboard with the caption, "Told y'all he record everything. Y'all thought he was retired. He just reloaded." Girl, we believe you. But while everyone's pointing fingers at Bambi and Scrappy, let's not ignore the quiet ones. Because somehow, Erica Dixon, who's usually the first to clap back, has been eerily silent. No shade, no tweets, no messy lives. And you know what that means? She's either planning a lawsuit, or she's got her own footage. And rumor has it, she does. Word on the street is Erica's team has video proof that certain producers encouraged Bambi to lean into the pregnancy story for audience engagement. If true, that could shift the blame away from Bambi entirely and put VH1 itself under fire. Suddenly, this ain't just a love triangle, it's a corporate scandal. And speaking of corporations, let's talk about the brand deals. Because the minute this footage hit the internet, major sponsors started pulling out. Prenatal vitamin companies, maternity clothing brands, and even a baby furniture line that had Bambi on a billboard? All gone. Allegedly, one PR team released a statement saying, "Our partnership was based on authenticity. At this time, we are reevaluating our relationship with Ms. Richardson." Translation: You played around and fumbled the bag, sis. But Bambi ain't the only one feeling the heat. Scrappy's music bookings took a hit too. Promoters are worried the controversy will overshadow his performances. One club in Atlanta even replaced his name on the flyer with, "Surprise guest, not Scrappy, don't ask why." Brutal. And yet, in the midst of this chaos, Stevie J, still silent, not a tweet, not a live, not even a slick comment on the shade blogs. He's just sitting back, letting the footage speak louder than words ever could. Because here's the thing. Stevie didn't just leak drama, he changed the entire narrative. For years, people clowned him for being messy, for being toxic, for allegedly exploiting women on screen. But now, he's the one exposing the exploiters, and people are starting to call him a whistleblower. A whistleblower? Stevie J? Oh, how the tables have flipped, twirled, and body rolled into chaos. So now, the question isn't whether Bambi lied. The question is, How many others did too? Because if this footage showed us anything, it's that the cameras were never off. And Stevie J was always filming. Now buckle up, because just when you think it can't get any messier, just when it feels like all the secrets are already out, just when everyone thought the storm couldn't get any worse, the real tsunami hit. Court documents leaked. Not rumors. Not anonymous DMs. Real, signed, filed, and messy as hell. According to the documents, conveniently dropped the same day as the reunion promo trailer, Bambi is now being sued by a former producer from Love and Hip Hop. The charge? Defamation, emotional distress, and get this, willful manipulation of scripted content to defraud network stakeholders. Say what? Yup. Apparently, one producer claimed that Bambi went rogue, falsifying details that even the producers didn't approve. Basically, she allegedly out-schemed the schemers. The lawsuit reads like a tabloid fever dream. Excerpts include quotes like, "The defendant's insistence on injecting fictional pregnancies, manufactured medical emergencies, and misrepresented paternity narratives led to irreparable reputational damage. Sis turned reality TV into reality. Sci-fi, and now folks want damages, but it doesn't stop there. Because guess who else just got hit with legal heat? Stevie J. Yup, the man who leaked it all, is now at the center of a separate legal storm. According to new filings, certain footage from that final tape may have been recorded without proper consent, especially the clips involving Mendices. And Bambi's cast party monologue, and you know what that means? Potential privacy violations and unauthorized surveillance charges. But here's the kicker. Stevie J's legal team clapped back immediately. In a response posted on X, formerly Twitter, his rep stated, "The footage in question was recorded in locations where all parties were aware of ongoing production. Mr. Jordan is simply providing receipts to correct the record. So now we got countersuits, copyright fights, and the cast suing each other faster than they drop diss tracks. And where is Mona Scott Young in all this? Still silent, except for one suspicious move. The Love and Hip Hop Instagram page quietly unfollowed. Bambi. In the reality world, that's like a public execution. Meanwhile, fans have taken sides. It's the Scrappy Stans versus the Bambi Defense Squad, with both camps dissecting every frame of the leaked footage like it's the Zapruder film. Reddit threads, TikTok conspiracy maps, Twitter courtrooms, everyone's acting like a certified paralegal now. But while the fans feud, the money dries up. Sources say multiple cast members are being frozen out of spin-offs, promo tours have been postponed, and Bambi's upcoming Mommy to Mogul podcast has been shelved indefinitely. Sponsors don't want the smoke, and even some of her closest friends are backing off. One influencer, who previously promoted Bambi's waist trainer line, posted, "I didn't sign up to be part of a fraud case. This ain't cute." But even with everything crumbling, Bambi still hasn't spoken. Which begs the question, what is she hiding? Or is she just lawyering up for the war? Because rumor has it, her silence isn't guilt. It's strategy. Sources. Close to her claim, she's preparing a massive tell-all, complete with her own footage, text receipts, and contracts that prove producers greenlit the pregnancy plot from day one. If that's true, she's not the villain, she's the scapegoat. And guess who's allegedly helping her behind the scenes? Erica Mena. Now ain't that a plot twist? Yep. Word on the street is, after years of feuding, Erica and Bambi have buried the hatchet, united by one common goal, taking down the network that exploited them both. A leaked screenshot even shows a message from Erica to Bambi saying, "They used us to sell trauma. Let's sell the truth instead." Phew. Imagine those two on a podcast. The internet would implode. Meanwhile, back in Stevie J's corner, fans are now questioning his motives. Was this really about truth, or was it revenge? One theory going viral claims Stevie only dropped the footage because VH1 canceled a potential spin-off he was pitching, titled Stevie's Rehab Redemption, a series that would follow his alleged journey from chaos to clarity. Apparently, the network passed. And a month later, the leaks began. Coincidence? But before anyone could get comfortable with that theory, the final footage clip surfaced, the one that Stevie's lawyer tried to block. The one labeled "Do Not Post" in the metadata and Of course, someone posted it. In it, Stevie sits alone, speaking directly to the camera. This ain't about clout. This ain't about payback. This about showing y'all how far the game goes. Y'all watching love stories, we watching dollar signs. Ain't nobody innocent. Not me. Not her. Not the producers. Not y'all for watching. Boom. Mic drop. He ends the clip with the most chilling line of all. If I disappear after this, just know the files are backed up in 3 places. Go ask Jocelyn. Wait, what? Now people are spiraling. Is Stevie in danger? Was he blackmailing people? Are there more files? Is Jocelyn the keeper of the real vault? And just like that, this story went from petty reality beef to Netflix-level conspiracy. But real talk, even if 10% of this drama is true, it exposes something huge. Reality TV ain't real. It's engineered, scripted, sold. Pregnancies are planned like plot lines. Heartbreak is edited with slow music. And your favorite breakdown scenes? Scheduled between lunch breaks and contract renewals. So where does that leave us? Well, as fans, we gotta ask ourselves, did we really think it was authentic? Or did we just enjoy the chaos too much to care? Because whether it's Bambi faking a bump, Scrappy fumbling his own brand, or Stevie pulling strings from the shadows, none of this hits unless we keep watching. And as long as that happens, someone's always going to push the drama deeper. So what happens now? Well, here's what we know. Bambi's lawsuit could set a legal precedent for fake reality TV claims. Stevie's footage might become part of a formal investigation. Erica and Bambi might be launching a joint revenge brand. And VH1 might be facing its biggest crisis yet. But there's one thing we know for sure. Stevie J's final footage didn't just expose people. It exposed the whole machine. So, now that the receipts are scattered across the internet like broken glass at a reunion, taping. What do you believe? Is Bambi the master manipulator, or just another player pushed too far in a reality show circus designed to chew people up and spit out their pain for ratings? Is Stevie J a whistleblower, or a walking TMZ alert with a grudge? And let's not even start on Mona. Did she really not know this chaos was boiling under her empire? Or was she just waiting for the perfect promo moment? Because let's be honest, this wasn't just drama. This was a full-blown exposé on the entire ecosystem of fake emotions, planted pregnancies, shady contracts, and loyalty for rent friendships. And you watched it happen in real time. So drop your thoughts below. Who's the villain? Who's the victim? And do you think reality TV has finally hit rock bottom? Or are we just scratching the surface? Comment with your wildest theory. Share this video before it mysteriously disappears. Smash that like button if you love messy truth bombs. And subscribe because the tea kettle is still boiling. This ain't the end. This is just part 1 of a saga that's about to blow up the entire industry. Because if Stevie J's final footage did one thing, it proved that behind every reality, there's a script, a setup, and somebody getting played.